D, wait for it, delightful.
Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma.
What's up, nerds? The Titans are back, bitches. That's right. So, last night, I got to watch Titans episode 1 from season 2, and I'm not going to go over like I usually go, where I go character by character and everything. I'm just going to talk about the episode overall as a whole, because I felt like it was kind of just, they kind of wrapped up season 1 and the whole Trigon thing, and I felt like they kind of did it a little too fast, and I understand why they did it. They basically, they basically did it because they probably couldn't afford to show Trigon in all his glory, which he did look like in part of the episode. So basically the first 2/3 of the episode are basically the Titans at that house, and they're fighting off Trigon, and he gets them in their own little world, and they all have to deal with their own little situation, and they all succumb in their situation. They all end up killing somebody in their little scenario, whether it be a person or themselves. Hawk and Dove, I think they killed themselves by taking those drugs, but I'm not quite sure. So they all fail, and then Garth is, all like, don't listen to him, Raven, and then they all start beating the crap out of Garth, and then he turns himself into a snake, which I thought was cool. And then Raven, Trigon puts the little jewel in her forehead, which is her heart, and then he goes to destroy the Earth or whatnot. And then they wrap it up, and basically, like, Raven blasts out her powers and sends him back home or whatever. And so that was basically like the first 2/3, like 40 minutes of the episode. And it was kind of like anticlimactic in my opinion. But I was like, it's okay. So then after that whole thing happens, you have the two groups break up, and we'll talk about Group A in just a second. But Group B is Hawk and Dove, Starfire, which I was surprised about, and Donna Troy. And they go off on their own, and then the Group A is Dick Grayson, Jason Todd, Raven, and Beast Boy. And they go off on their own. So Group B, I don't know where Group B went because they didn't tell us, but Group A, they ended up going to, well, first, he went to see Bruce, Dick Grayson went to see Bruce, and I thought, what's-his-face did an okay job as Bruce Wayne. It wasn't my Bruce Wayne. He seemed a little too old, in my opinion. They did mention the Justice League in there and how Bruce was with the Justice League, and I thought that was cool. I love when they mention the other members. I really want Superman and Wonder Woman to just show up in just like a cameo like Batman did in season 1, or just, it'd be so good. I know they're not going to do it, but I really hope that they do. So anyway, so he goes and talks to him, and he's like, hey, we want you basically to fund our Titans missions and everything. And Bruce Wayne's like, under one condition. Now, I don't know what the condition was, and if you know, tell me, because I couldn't figure out what it was and everything, and I didn't look it up online before I wrote down all my notes and everything. But, so then they ended up in the Titans Tower. Now, it's not the big T like it is from like the cartoons or the comic books, but it is a tower in San Francisco, and it's pretty cool. I thought it was cool. I thought when they walked in, they got the fireplace and all this stuff. They spent a little too much time looking over everything, but it was fine. It was fine. I got what they were doing, and I really did like it. And I can't wait for the next episode. I can't wait for next Friday. But the part of this episode that really, like, I was so excited for was Deathstroke. You guys, like, first off, he shows off all scrappy, and then he gets cleaned up real quick, and then he's got, like, a manager or something, like an agent, that finds him, kill work and everything, and he's like, oh, lots of people want to work with you, or they want your talents, or whatever, and then what's-his-face is like, yeah, I bet they do. And then they go into his house, and he opens up his little, and then they show the suit, and I was like, and everything, and it looks so, and then I love how the assistant guy was all like, the dry cleaners were asking questions about the blood, so I had to use baking soda and something else to clean it off his suit, and I was like, oh, that's so good. Like, I like how Slade Wilson doesn't clean the blood off his own suit, he gets somebody else to do it and everything. And so it was really, I am so excited to see him in the rest of the season, and just, because he's such a good character, I'm also excited to see all the rest of the stuff going on. So, tell me, what did you guys think about this episode? Were you a little bummed that this was just basically a wrapping up season 1 and everything? Or were you fine with it because you just just want to get to Slade Wilson as the bad guy. Go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go ahead and leave that, hit that like button. I won't mind. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscription button. I would greatly appreciate it. And I will see you guys next Saturday probably or whatever for the review of episode 2. Check you later, guys. Bye.